So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too. As we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Hurts. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Barkley will score. It's an NFC touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The AFC offense now heading out for their first drive of the second half. On first down, Mahomes. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. That'll go as a pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. Touchdown! Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the AFC is within a 2-point conversion of tying this football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
He's got it at the 2. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it, and that is caught one-handed. Oh my, he pulled it in. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 42 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle, and that is incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands of Andrews. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes staying on his feet. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This is caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams from 8 yards out. And the AFC has once again taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. So this drive spans 7 plays, and Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys...
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They go play action with Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now they have taken a fourth quarter lead. scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The AFC set to take over on offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They give him 12 yards and a first down. Mahomes going to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there and couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. Here's Mahomes. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Stephon Diggs. A 9-yard touchdown grab. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7. At time, a huge factor. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Back to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Tony Pollard, 33 yards. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The AFC about ready to take over on offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Mahomes. He hits Adams complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, if like they can defend here on 3rd down.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Chubb will get the call running left. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The AFC are the winners as we say so long from the Pro Bowl.